Hey guys, I just finished watching episode 10 from season 2 of The Bear. Yes, I know it's been a while since it's been out, but Carmy's like really triggering to me, so I kind of tend to watch one episode and then a couple months pass by and then another episode just so I can like take some time in between episodes. But I love this show so much, so I still wanted to finish it. I specifically wanted to talk about this scene right here that happened between Carmy and his cousin. There's kind of about 3 things I want to say about this. First, Carmy should not be in a relationship. I know his cousin and his other friends kind of pushed him towards Claire, and he kind of thought that maybe he could be with Claire, but Carmy is not mentally well enough to be with someone. I know people ship him with Sid, but I don't even think he should be with Sid because he's just not there yet. Even though Sid kind of brings him like this kind of inner peace, you can't depend on one person for inner peace. You have to be able to have that yourself and be able to control your emotions, and be able to feel good about yourself, and he's just not there yet. The second thing I want to say is that I think his cousin shouldn't have been so involved in Claire and Carmy's relationship. He was involved like from the beginning, and now that like he saw Claire cry, he like came and like told Carmy like, oh, you can't just have a good thing in your life, you always gotta like ruin it. And then he called him his mother's name. I just think that was not great. Like that's just something he shouldn't have said. But I also think that he means well, because between the yelling and everything, he was saying, I fucking love you, I fucking love you. Like, he kind of just wanted him to understand, like, I'm doing this, I'm talking to you because I love you and I want you to understand, I want you to be well. But Carmy was so all up in his head that he just couldn't do it. He just couldn't understand it. The last thing I want to say about this scene specifically is that it broke me. Honestly, it broke me because cousin had already been in a better place. After that episode where he went to that restaurant, he was so good, he was doing so well, and then Carmy comes and fucks him up again. Like, I always feel for Carmy because I always think like, well, you know, he's like not mentally well, and you know, like, I don't blame him, like, you know. But there's something that I heard like a long time ago that someone said, is that just because you're not mentally well doesn't mean that you have the right to treat other people like shit. And that is so true. I think Carmy didn't have the right to treat his cousin the way he treated him in this specific episode, and that shit, like, you could tell that it hurt his cousin so much, the way that Carmy handled the whole situation. So I don't know, I just really hated this scene overall, because if I was his cousin or if I was Carmy, I'd be bawling, because this was just a lot. But those were kind of my final thoughts.